Alrighty then, let's go ahead and outfit these guys. Let's see, what do we want? What do we want Candrass to be wearing? Sonic Nullifier. Why not? Let's see, Bergex gloves. That gives you dexterity bonuses. He needs those. What am I doing? One of these triggers is really light. It keeps pulling itself. Alright, let's see. Connie dueling shields. Alright, we want to give him his repeating rifle, because that's what he's supposed to be wielding, and we've got it nice and upgraded for him, so he can enjoy that. We'll give him Brejik's belt. Why not? Alright, the Wookiee, I suppose he can enjoy using his bowcaster for a while. Rato's Scatterfee? What the heck is that thing? Let's see. Zalbars. There we go.
Yes?
And onward we go. So, welcome back everybody. This is Angry Poncho's Let's Play KotOR. I don't know if I actually ever said that at the beginning of the video or not, but yeah, here we are. And we're on Kashyyyk, the second of 4 planets. Kashyyyk, my home. I should have prepared you for coming here. I don't know if I prepared myself. What do you mean prepared me? It's kind of late. I didn't leave Kashyyyk voluntarily. Mission must have told you I was fleeing slavers, but there was more. I'm in exile. The slavers on Kashyyyk only took me after I was forced to leave my village home 20 years ago. Well, wait, why'd your folks kick you out? My brother made deals with the slavers and allowed them to get a foothold. I found out and attacked him. The fight was stopped, but my father did not believe me when I told him about my brother's actions. I was made an exile, disowned by my home and people. I should not be here. They will not accept me back. Wait a minute, why didn't your dad believe you if your brother was the bad guy? When I attacked my brother, I was so mad, I used my claws. You don't understand what that means to a Wookiee. Our claws are tools, not weapons. To use them in battle is to become an animal. It is madness without honor. I am forever a mad claw in the eyes of my people. Nothing I say is to be trusted. They were right to cast me out. Dang. Come on, I mean, it's been a long time. You don't think they'll have forgiven you? The slavers are still here. This dock is still theirs. I doubt anyone has risen to try and fight. Nothing has changed. I just hope I can prove myself to my people. It will be difficult to make them listen. I just don't know. Alright, we'll do it if we have to. Let's move on. I don't have much hope for this. Oh. Dang. I didn't realize we were going around with a renegade Wookiee, but aren't they all kind of like that? Hey, what are you guys doing?
So, new spaces have come to Wild Kashyyyk. Please, look well upon the wares of Eli Gand. I live to serve your needs.
Just be sure to pay cash. The interest on his loans will drain you like a diluvian fatworm on a hut's backside.
First off, huts are all backside. Secondly, I don't much like the comparison. No need to get personal. It's just business. Poor fellow. He's been waiting for his friends to return with my money for a standard month now. Ah, but you don't need to hear this. What can I get you?
Alright, let's see what you got.
Of course. You're in a hurry.
Anything worth purchasing here? Reinforced fiber armor. It's decent, I suppose. You get so many custom suits of armor in this game that I almost never buy any armor. I just wear my, my fallen foes' armors. Defense bonus 11, dexterity bonus 2, immunity, critical hits, strength +1. Wow. That's actually pretty good, and it's only medium? Holy crap. Wow. I almost feel like I should purchase this and then train Juhani to wear medium armor, because that would be ballin'. Holy crap, 10,000 credits though. What else have we got around here? Immunity, critical hits. A lot of them have that. Awareness, demolition, security, the breath mask. The rest of this seems like standard gear to me. What is this? Cyber reaction system. Okay, that's a level 3 implant for dexterity. Gizka poison. Any Gizka ingesting one of these toxic pellets will die within a few seconds. It will also cause the creature to attack all other Gizka in the area, infecting them as well. Oh geez, that's kind of dirty. I think we've already seen that, but I don't want to buy any of that, Because there are other ways to deal with the Gizka without just, you know, Gizka genocide. So let's go ahead and wander into the slaver's port here. These guys don't seem to be too bad, I guess, except for the whole slavery thing. Well, if you can look past the British imperialism parallels, there shouldn't be a whole lot of trouble dealing with these guys, yeah? I mean, they don't seem to mind if we open up their wicker bins. That's more than we can say for some people. Blast steel cylinder. What else have we got back here? It's probably just going to be a bunch of junk. Yeah, med pad, computer probe. Nothing too exciting here. Honestly, I'm not really interested in talking to many of them. There's not a whole lot going on in this little spaceport. It's basically a small shop, that guy standing out there selling stuff on the corner, and then your place for your ship. And there doesn't actually seem to be any other spaceports that are accessible. What's going on here?
Hold here, Spacer. Zerka Corporation doesn't recommend traveling in Wild Adean. Katarn attacks are especially bad right now. Wookiee hunters usually keep numbers down, but I think they leave certain areas infested, just hoping a Zerka guard will get killed.
Well, that seems fair enough. What do you know about these Wookiees?
You're the Wookiee lover. Why don't you tell me about them? I'm sure you're real close friends.
Alright, Zalbar. That's okay.
Keep your pet on a leash, or you'll be wearing him. I've no love for these animals. I've seen guards ripped to shreds.
Maybe I should let him rip your arms off.
I don't take kindly to threats. Don't test me, Spacer. We've more than enough firepower to bury you here.
Why do I get the feeling that I could go through this entire spaceport, kill every single one of the circle officers, and come out without a scratch? Just trying to get my bearings. I don't mean any harm. You haven't warned me. I'm a nice person. You like me.
Ah, you ain't so bad. Was there anything else you needed?
Alright. I'm going past you.
I won't stop you, but you leave this area at your own risk. We're here to protect the company, not you.
Alright, whatever. Get out of my face. All these corporation types, they're always so obnoxious. Telling you what to do, where you can go, where you can't. Tell you, that force persuade is pretty handy. I probably could have pulled off that other persuade option since my persuade skill is high enough, but honestly the force persuade I think has a higher success rate, particularly once you have that dominate mind trait. Oh, hello. Got some enemies out here. Oh, target changed. No, don't change targets. There you go. I'm telling you, that trigger is pulling itself. I think I might need to change controllers. I think I'm just leaning on it too much. And holding the handles. Who knows? So I'm hoping that my audio is a little bit easier to hear in this episode. When I changed cities and came back to university, I didn't, whoop, that's not what I want. Okay. I lost some settings and I had to redo some stuff. So hopefully it sounds really good now. Can you sense it? The wind, the sound, the smells. I feel it all now that we're away from... Ooh, pizza. Ah. You know, burping is actually closer to the Wookiee language than English is. This walkway is new, probably built by the slavers, but I remember the trees. My village isn't far from here. Well, what are we going to be expecting here? Are they going to send out armed guards and try and kill you, or what? I'm sorry, I don't know. It's been so long since I left. I only know the way things were, and many things seem to have changed. I must warn you of one thing. I don't know if it will be a help, or I don't know if I will be a help or hindrance to you here. My father was a very powerful, a chieftain. Perhaps his feelings have mellowed, but if my brother had his ear all this time, I might be very unwelcome. Alright, well, I'm going to keep you in the party anyway. This is your home world, and you might be more valuable than you recognize. My shame was meant to be forgotten on some faraway world. I never thought I'd come back. I'm sorry, I've taken enough of your time. We should press on. Alright. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, what did you guys do?
I can't afford this. You think I can? Do you know what they get for a healthy one of those things?
We'll work it out later. We've got company. What do you want, Spacer? I'm Patrol Captain Deno, and you're interrupting Zerka Corporation business.
You guys don't scare me. What happened here?
This Wookiee slave got a little rebellious. We had to put it down.
What? Alright, Zalbar, relax. But their disregard for the life of this Wookiee is too much. Alright, and you gotta handle Zalbar here. Does it make you mad, Zalbar? You wanna rip their arms off, Zalbar? Mind your place, remember your debt. I'm just gonna be the paragon option here. I've asked you to let me handle this. Alright, for your sake, not theirs.
Careful now. That growl sounded pretty threatening. Keep your slave on its leash or we'll have another accident.
Just shut up, you trigger-happy idiot.
Do your superiors approve of your killing Wookiees?
Of course they don't. Why would you ask me that? You're doing some sort of snap inspection? You're trying to get me to admit to incompetence, aren't you? Not going to happen. I stand by my patrol. This Wookiee got out of hand and had to be put down. We'll find another easy enough.
I don't think I'm gonna let this continue.
Is that a joke? Who do you think you are?
Now, you can be nice to him here. You can tell him, this posting's trouble. Get off the planet. Or you can say, request a transfer. Get off world. Or you can just say, you won't enslave another Wookiee, and then I think that will actually cause a battle. And the same thing there for that one. I'll end your miserable life where you stand. Alright, let's be a little paragon here. You don't want to be on this planet anymore, man.
You make some sense. I wonder what you know about what might happen here. I think we should petition for a transfer. The corporation will survive a fight here, but us frontline guards won't.
If you say so, Captain.
Yes, I say so. Move out. This place just isn't worth the trouble.
Whoa! There you go. I'm being a good guy again. Feels good. Poor Wookiee. Aw, that's a bummer. Alright, Zalbar, can you clear these mines? Let's see if we can recover them. His demolition skill is alright. I don't think it's as high as missions, but... Did he fail to get it? Looks like he did. Try again. Oh, it's his skill too low. No way. What's his skill? Come on, it can't be that low. Let's see. His skill is 8. I mean, how much do you need? Alright, well, he's good for one other thing. I mean, that's the way the cookie crumbles, Zalbar. You're in charge of mines. Alright, let's take out these Kinrath. These guys aren't bad. They're a lot like the Cath Hounds. They're just random wild creatures for the planet. Random battles. The sort of thing that you'd expect to find in an RPG. You run around, and native creatures want to kill you. These flying guys are a little bit tricky. I think they actually can be hard to hit some of the time, but you don't need to have a ranged character to hit the flying guys, and that's good. Because, I guess otherwise you could be kind of screwed if you came in here with an all-Jedi party. Man, I love the way that purple lightsaber looks. It's just zoom zoom. Really cool. Alright, anything to pick up here? Doesn't look like it. I wonder if Candace and Zalbar have any impromptu speeches they like to give to each other. Because you know how... Oh wait, did I spot somebody way up there? Dang. Because you know how Mission and Zalbar will start talking to each other, and same thing with Mission and Bastila and that sort of thing. Karth and Bastila will do a few. But I don't know if Candace and Zalbar have any programmed conversations they'll just trigger. But I suppose we'll find out by leading these two around together. I don't know, we might get a little bit too caught up in the all the Wookiee things that Zalbar has to tell us about this planet. Zoom. So you notice on a lot of the planets, you can talk to your companions and ask them, well, you know, what do you know about this world, etc., etc. And most of the time they'll say something like, I'm not from here, I don't know what the heck is going on this planet. This is one of the few opportunities where you actually can ask a party member, in this case Zalbar, what's going on the planet, and they'll be able to tell you something useful. But, like he says, he hasn't been here in so long, a lot of his information is just kind of stale. Go ahead and heal a bit. Let's see. I think Candace has that implant that regenerates his health, and he seems to be doing quite fine without our healing. Which way do we want to go here? Let's see what this guy over here says. I think this is actually the wrong way, but let's talk to him. Hello, Wookiee. Growl! You're not permitted to pass into the Shadowlands. Only Chundar may allow you entry. Especially when you bring filth as this, such as this with you. This Madclaw has no place here. Who are you to question my place? You follow Chundar into the arms of outsiders. And yet you travel with outsiders yourself. Speak no more. Chundar will decide if you are permitted to enter the Shadowlands. What the heck is going on here, Zalbar? We should go to the village. I'm pretty sure we'll both get answers there. Alrighty. So, some interesting news for what's going on in my hometown right now. I'm down from the South United States. Most of you guys, some of you guys actually know what college I go to, but anyway, it very rarely snows here, because we're too far south. But it snowed last night. We have, I think, 4 or 5 inches of snow out there on the ground right now. Like, there's snow on my car, and it's just really exciting. Because, like I say, it very rarely snows here. In fact, my hometown is even farther south than where I am now, and it essentially never snows there. Here you get snow occasionally, but... what's this? Slice the ID requirement. Alright, cool. Oh, experience points received. I got 240 experience points for unlocking a couple boxes. Nice. Not only that, we get to take all the stuff that's inside. Man, that's a bummer. I'm not going to bring HK on this planet anymore. I like having him as a party member. He's so funny.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Terrace alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Well, spoilers, it won't be you. Look at all the lightsaber crystals we're going to get from these guys. That guy's wielding 2. You notice a lot of the time you'll pick up short lightsabers. They're essentially a more balanced version of a lightsaber. Essentially, having a balanced weapon means that it has less of a penalty when wielded in your offhand. So if you were to wield 2 weapons, normally that second weapon is going to have some penalties to your damage and your chance to hit. But if it's a balanced weapon, you don't get those penalties as much. Essentially, the balanced weapon reduces those penalties to a certain extent. Well, now we have 3 double-bladed lightsabers, and so if we wished, we could have 3 double-bladed Jedis. That would be pretty crazy. He actually was wielding 2 short lightsabers, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because you don't need a balanced weapon in your main hand, just in the offhand. Alright, so this is the Wookiee village here. The village of, like, GRRROWLLL, something like that. Growl! Stop where you are, outsider. You entered the domain of Chundar. Step aside. This human is with me, and I want access to the home of my people. You have no rights here, Madclaw. This human should not have been brought. He is a taint upon our land. You must answer the Chundar. What is this taint? He means me. I'm the taint you have brought back. Shut up! Growl! You are nameless with dishonor, Madclaw. Yours is a foulness that disgusts me. Enough talk. You and the outcast Madclaw will be taken to Chundar now. That Wookiee actually looks like a female. Oh! And you don't get to have Zalbar in your party any longer. I knew that was going to happen, but I do like to bring him with me on this planet. He's kind of useless on some of the other ones. You see how we couldn't get him into the Sand People Village and that sort of thing? I think there might be a couple other opportunities where he becomes a bit of an inconvenience, but we're going to take Karth, because we don't really need any Jedi powers for this planet. Alrighty then. A nice long loading screen. Remember, use the return to hideout function on your map screen to instantly return to your base. I always forget I have that. You can be surprised how far away from your ship you can actually use it some of the time. Some of these planets you can do it pretty much anywhere. Step forward and address the mighty and wise Chundar, outsider. I don't often allow visitors of your kind. You are flanked by Circa slavers. Are they not outsiders, or have you sold all of Kashyyyk to them? Ah, Brother Zalbar, you've been exiled a long time. You shouldn't speak in that tone. Things are different now. You're a Madclaw without honor. You have no voice among your own people. I, on the other hand, am Chieftain. Ah, yes, I see you wear the immunity necklace from Survivor. Very nice. If you've made deals with slavers, the truth will get out eventually. You may talk, but no one will believe you. I've had a long time to guide what my people think. They trust me, the mighty Chundar. Even with my brother insane and my father enslaved, I rose to protect my people despite it all. Father was enslaved? Mighty Chundar? What are you talking about? You're the runt! What? Like I said, Zalbar, a lot has changed in your years away. Oh, I see what's going on here. Uh-huh. If this will lead to a fight, let's get to it. No, okay. Wait, why'd you drag us in here? I haven't killed Zalbar because he's my brother, and I hoped he and I could come to an agreement. You are irrelevant. I may be able to put you to use on a menial task. Zalbar will have to stay here, of course. What is this task? A simple thing. Another Wookiee has suffered the same fate as Zalbar, gone mad and been exiled. He now lurks in the Shadowlands. More importantly, he's pestering my Zerka allies during their Shadowland expeditions. It's not good for business. Alright. I'm looking for a star map. You know where that is? I don't know anything about something like that, and I don't care. Your concerns are nothing to me. Alright. I guess I'll go look at this Wookiee. I'll allow you access to the Shadowlands. You will track and kill this insane Wookiee, and maybe then you will earn my favor. Zalbar stays here to ensure your loyalty. Think of him as collateral. The Zerker would never let me hold you, but they don't care what I do with fellow Wookiees. Alright, but he sure would be useful down there. What made you think I wanted this to be easy for you? Besides, you won't need him. My people are trained to understand you. I tell them it's better to understand the enemy. They think it will make them easier to fight. Actually, it makes them easier to obey. Remember, you can't beat me here. No one would dare oppose me and join with an outsider or an exile. You're wrong, brother. Someone would. Yeah, Zalbar, you and me! All the way, buddy! No, outsider. Zalbar is referring to Freyr, our father. Why, Zalbar? He ordered you exiled when you attacked me. He went as mad as you when he finally discovered the slavers. He dared challenge them alone and has not been seen since. That was years ago. Let him go, Zalbar. I rule now. I'll take the Wookiees forward. But there are prices to pay. Don't listen, Zalbar. No more words, outsider. I've given my orders. I can't hold you here, but Zalbar will stay until you kill the Mad Claw in the Shadowlands.
I like leaving someone behind, but I guess we don't have a choice.
The guards will let you pass. Leave the village, go northwest, and follow the platform south and then east. You'll eventually see where GRRROWLLL waits for you. He'll lower you to the forest floor. Go. This is an interesting planet, because the first thing that happens is you get a party member taken away. And from what I can tell, there's only one other time that happens in the game, and it's a lot more plot central. But I'm not going to say any more about that. So you come into the planet thinking that Zalbar is going to be a great help because it's the Wookiee homeworld and he's a Wookiee. And it ends up you bring him here and all they do is get him captured. Although, to be clear, I'm pretty sure that if you don't bring Zalbar, you can't even get into the village, so you can't essentially progress the plot. I'm pretty sure he's a required character. Something seems to be bothering Carth. Maybe you should speak to him. Oh boy. Hey Carth. You okay, buddy?
Yes, what's on your mind?
I know I left you in the ship for a while, but I feel like we should talk.
I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Dude, I mean, let's get it out in the open.
Not particularly. I guess it wouldn't hurt exactly either, though I don't know why you're so interested.
The game makes me talk to you, man.
Traitors. The one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
You sound like that. You say that name like I should know it.
You don't. I thought everyone did. But Admiral Saul Karath is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again.
You didn't think he would betray the Republic, huh?
Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
God, sounds like Pearl Harbor. Jeez. No wonder you're pissed at him. Why do you blame yourself? I mean, you can only trust him. He was your mentor.
I blame Saul, not myself. I was stupid and I ignored the danger. He nearly destroyed us all. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
So that's all of it then.
No, it's not. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Dude, you weren't breastfed or something. Like, you got a problem. Alright, let's give him some level ups. Let's add some skills. He's got to have treat injury skill as a soldier. Feats. He's already maxed out double weapon fighting. Wow. And his armor, very nice. And toughness. Okay, good news. And blaster pistol. Holy crap, this is a very well-designed character right now. Okay. Let's see, what else can we give him? Now at this point you could either give him the implant levels if you wanted him to have those. You've got those dexterity implants, reflex implants, whatever it is that you want to give him. I'm actually going to maximize his power blast because I believe that both he and Candrast have a maxed out power blast now. Yes, you can see. There it is. Carth has it too. Alright, good news. Whoop, what did I just do?
What do you want?
I just talked to Candace. Whoops.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
What is on your face, dude? Seriously. Alright, one more for Karth. Let's see, treat injury. Is there anything I really could give him to that's better? His only other class skill is awareness and demolitions. Neither one of those is very useful at all. Alright. Oh man, he gets another feat. I don't even know what to give him now. He's already got maxed out toughness. It's not like I can maximize anything else that he'd be better at. I guess I could give him heavy weapons if I wanted, but the blaster pistols that he uses, like Bendak's blaster and Karth's blaster, they're both blaster pistol type weapons, so I don't need him to have heavy weapon training. I guess, let's see, saving throws, repair security computer use, flurry. I suppose I could give him flurry. Critical strike. I hardly ever even look at these other perks because I very rarely pick them. What is this? Rapid shot. Extra ranged weapon attack. You suffer minuses to defense for 3 seconds afterwards. They also suffer a penalty to all attacks. Huh. I don't know if I want that at all. He's got a power attack. This is for melee weapons, though. We don't want that. Alright, we'll give him the first implant level, I suppose. That's about right. Okay. 154, 143, 180. Good stuff. Alright, Karth needs to be outfitted. Let's give him Bendak's blaster in that hand and his own blaster in the other. About reflex bonuses. What else have we got? Stabilizer gauntlets. I suppose the strength gauntlet couldn't. I mean, it's not gonna be a bad thing. Alright. What else has he got here? Interface visor. +4 to demolitions and security. That's interesting. We can take advantage of that implant level by giving him the response package. That's good news. Alright. And I think that's about all we're going to want to do for right now. You see, I like to outfit Karth and Candace in a pretty similar way. I sort of play their characters in a very similar way. They're both the old war hero archetype. I'm going backwards. Whoops. Uh-oh. Wicker bin. Gonna incur the wrath of the Wookiees. No, even the Wookiees won't get pissed at you for opening their wicker bin. I mean, come on. Who would? Alright, this video is getting long, so I will see you guys next time when we will head down into the Shadowlands of Kashyyyk. If I can find my way out of the village. Ugh, see you guys then.